Welcome back. I recently had the privilege of hosting MC's annual Athletics Awards Banquet. It's a special night for me because having covered MC sports all year long, it's great to be part of the event where our student athletes receive much deserved recognition. MC President Dr. Darian Pollard kicked off the event.
What a year for the college that this has been. I want to thank our student athletes and our outstanding athletic staff for the work that they do in ensuring that you bring not only exemplary recognition to the institution, but also that you are scholar athletes, and that means a lot to me. This year, our teams have been magnificent in the work that they have done, not only at the local level, but at the national level as well.
And each head coach took a few moments to talk about what their team accomplished this year.
Similar to other teams, we had our injuries to start out the season, going 4-8 in the month of September to turn that around in a winning record in October, just in time for the region tournament. And it was truly an exciting moment for my coaching career and what I went through, and the dedication, the time, and the effort that each player contributed, and the sacrifices that they made throughout the season by learning different positions for us to make it through the season and get to the regionals. I, for one, was really proud of each and every one of them for what they accomplished, and it's going to be one of the seasons that we'll remember forever.
Each head coach also announced the most valuable player for each team, as well as the team's most improved player. For men's soccer, the MVP was Nick Castro, and the most improved player was Mike Buscemi. Women's soccer, Tamara Castillo took the MVP honors, and most improved honors went to Melissa Cibrian. Volleyball had co-MVPs, Andrea Falcon and Hiromi Konishi. Most improved was Cindy Cibrian. Moving on to women's hoops, Coach G bestowed MVP honors to Jabria Smith, and Amy Hart was the most improved. For men's basketball, despite missing some early time with an injury, Tim Christian took MVP honors, while the most improved player was Zach Curran. Baseball's freshman sensation Tyler Coleman took the team MVP honors, with Nick Ponifala being named most improved. Now, we heard earlier about Maria Sanchez's outstanding pitching and hitting numbers this year, and unsurprisingly, she was the softball team MVP. Most improved player was Latasha Gross. For the men's track and field team, MVP honors were shared by Thomas McIntyre and Neiman Thompson. Most improved honors went to Charles Watts. Over to women's track and field, Ziana Walker-Latney was named MVP, and most improved went to Kelsia Hutchinson. The cheerleading team also honored its members, with Liz Denizard being named MVP and Nia Mays most improved. The highlight of the night, though, was the announcement of the coveted Montgomery College Student Athlete of the Year Awards. MC Athletic Director Derek Carter announced the women's winner first.
It's an honor to stand before you and introduce our male and female student athletes of the year. This is an accomplishment that we take a lot of pride in the decision-making process. We look at the person's athletic ability, of course, but we also look at grades, we look at character, we look at how you represent yourselves with your teams. For our Women's Athlete of the Year, we are going to announce that the 2014 Female Athlete of the Year is Andrea Falcon, women's volleyball.
Carter then announced the men's honoree.
And we heard this gentleman's name mentioned a few times this evening. Our men's 2014 Athlete of the Year is Thomas McIntyre, men's track and field. That's an outstanding honor. For our freshmen, that gives you a goal to reach next year. Like I said, we look at a lot of variables when we take take that into consideration, and we want everybody to be academic champions as well as athletic champions.
Both these athletes were richly deserving of their awards, and not just for what they did on the field. These two really got it done in the classroom as well. They're both outstanding students. I had a chance to talk with them both at the end of the banquet.
Well, I'm very honored to have been chosen, and I'm just very grateful to have been a part of Montgomery College Raptor, so thank you.
Tom?
It's an amazing feeling to get to represent this great school, and you know, all the love I get from the teammates and all the other athletic teams is just great.
Now, did you expect this, Andrea?
No, not at all. I feel like there's so many female athletes here that did a lot, and I'm very honored again, so I was not expecting this at all.
How about you, Tom?
I was pretty surprised. I was looking out in the crowd, and I could pick out probably 10 or 12 people I thought more deserving than me, but no, I'm very happy with it.
All right, one last question for you both. Your favorite moment as an MC athlete?
Would have to be winning the region. That was by far the best experience here. So.
Tom?
It's got to be the Johns Hopkins meet a couple weeks ago, and the meet sort of came down to the last events, and it was just great having everybody on the team cheering everybody else on.
Once again, congratulations to these deserving athletes. Great job this year by both of you. And stick with us, because after this break, we'll take a look at a different kind of athletic success. You're watching the Raptor Report.